33%. I'm going to bring it out with Sin Capital Management. Their chief macro strategist, also portfolio manager, Emma Muhleman. And Emma, you know, I know that I saw where you've been posting about taking insurance out on the market, those sort of things, and I want to get the details about that. But, you know, what's amazing to me about this market is we all the conversation about Mag 7, Mag 7, Mag 7. We've got Palantir, we've got Broadcom, we've got other names like Oracle that's come out of left field. And so, by the way, congratulations on Palantir. Are you still holding?
Absolutely, yes.
Talk to us.
It's a core position.
Yeah, talk to us about this then. It's this sort of, it's not just the Mag 7, and maybe this is one of the things I think maybe doubters of the market are missing.
So for me, I mean, the way that I look at these things is not so much as, is it a Mag 7 or is it AI, but is it which companies in the AI? Because from a hedge fund perspective, we may short, you know, Oracle and be long Palantir, you know, because we like to net out our exposures. But I think AI is a huge theme. I think the Mag 7 of the past are not going to necessarily be, but they certainly won't be the Mag 4 or whatever you want it to be of the future. And I think Palantir's definitely got a spot there. CoreWeave is a really interesting one. They've got investments of $1 billion from NVIDIA, I think $350 million from Microsoft, OpenAI, $350 million. I mean, and then also Jane Street owns $1 billion in them, and so does Code2. These are investors that are not, you know, short on information or unsophisticated, let's say.
Right.
So that tells you quite a bit. And when you have all that investment, there's also little float. So the float's low, so it's the sensitivity of the stock to buying and selling can be big. And it looks like the Redditors may be trying to push a GameStop style short squeeze on that CoreWeave, which would mean it would go up. But either way, I think it's a good AI
so
play.
you're holding Palantir, it's a core position, you like CoreWeave. What about the broad market, though? Are you a little bit antsy? It feels like maybe you're just a little bit antsy about the overall market, rather.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of my job to be antsy about that. So
Sure.
The way that I like to always kind of have insurance without having to, you know, incur the drag that comes with like buying, you know, putting covered calls on, then you're not getting your upside. So what I like to do is, if you look at the options chain on a liquid exchange like the S&P 500 using the SPY ticker, look at the deep out of the money options, i.e. those ones where the strike price is way below the current level of the S&P 500. You can buy them for pennies and then sell. You can fund those purchases by selling 10% out of the money option. So those ones have a strike price that's just 10%. So your pension investors, your life insurers, they tend to sit around a table in a boardroom and go, okay, what's the most plausible downside scenario? Oh, okay, 10% down. Let's protect ourselves there. So those out of the money put options, which would protect them and you to a lesser extent, those are almost always overly priced. They're rich, and so you can buy a lot of your out of the money, deep out of the money for
so
what you get.
That's the insurance part of this, right? That you're talking about
exactly
right now.
What it is.
Yeah. So,
yeah, and it bangs a big punch to the upside when things fall apart.
So, but for the most part, okay, so we've got our insurance, we're riding a wave, you've got these positions like Palantir, which is on fire. CoreWeave also feels like it's gotten over that initial pullback from the IPO. It's got its momentum behind it. The economic surprises are through the roof as well. So the backdrop to being an investor right now, is it more favorable in your opinion?
I mean, to be frank, I think it absolutely is, but here's why. I've seen what AI can do, even at my level, beyond what I think most people are even close to a clue about. And so I think, in general, that benefits capital holders and investors versus labor.
So there's all this hype then about AI, and there's not enough, you know, there's too much investment, there won't be a return on investment. I mean, what is that, just sort of media, is that sort of just, you don't think it's true then? You believe it's going to live up to its potential and more?
Oh, 100%. I think people will be shocked if they saw what I'm doing already with it. It can. I don't want to put it on national television and get fired and let them put AI in my role. But it is truly amazing, and I think people should really have a look at Anthropic and their cloud code and their offerings. because I think that
so what about quantum? Because I mean, just last week you had HSBC saying they're actually using quantum, IBM's new quantum product, to help them manage their bond portfolio. That's mind-boggling.
Yeah, I mean, anything for faster information, faster trading speeds. I haven't read much into that. I always am skeptical on quantum because I'm just like, when is it actually gonna, like, because as soon as real, like, quantum, innovations, all those cryptography is done, right? Like, Bitcoin, what happens with Bitcoin?
President of the United States is coming out. Emma, thank you very much. We'll talk to you again real soon. Again, congratulations on your Palantir. Of course, folks, President Trump holding a conference with Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu. This is at the White House. This is a historic event. So let's listen in.
Thank you very much.